welcome to Sommelier Says. My name's Tim Robertson, your sommelier. We're going to start a little web series, and the first thing we're going to do is a little experiment on one of the most excitingly new wine products to hit the market in many, many years, probably since the corkscrew. It's the Coravin Wine Access System. And what it does, it unlocks the wine cellar for restaurants and wine bars to allow a much broader, fine selection of their wines to be tasted. Now you can enjoy wine by the glass without ever opening the bottle. The Coravin system was brought to market in mid to early 2013, and it's been a hit with wine connoisseurs worldwide. This is the unit here, and what it does, it's got a needle here that fits inside the bottle, and what you can do, you can pierce the bottle without opening the foil, without pulling out the cork, and a little canister of argon gas goes in here, and what happens is when you pour the wine, you push a button, and the argon gas replaces the wine in the bottle, allowing no oxygen to get to the wine. It's a really unique thing, and what we're going to do here in this experiment is we're going to try this with two different wines, a white wine and a red wine, and over a period of the next few months, check the wine periodically and see if it changes, see if it oxidizes, which is the thing that really causes a lot of damage to wines. Now the Coravin system, you remove this little thing here, okay, and the argon canisters you can purchase from Coravin. They are $29.95 for a pack of 3, and you just drop it right inside there. Screw it together, and you're ready to go. You can give a little test, and you can hear the argon gas. Okay? So this is the Coravin system, and we're going to give it a shot on some wines. Okay? Okay, the first wine we're going to try is a 2012 Riesling from Chateau Montelena. It's the Potter Valley Riesling. It's a new wine, just fresh out, and it's really, really nice. So, in order to use the Coravin, you leave the foil on the bottle. You take the Coravin system, and you just drop it right down. Open these little handles right here, and it clicks right in place on top of the bottle. Okay? You then push the needle right through the cork like that. Take your wine glass, and all you do is tilt the bottle forward and give it a little push. And the argon gas gets released into the bottle, allowing however much argon gas you put in, the wine's released. When you have enough wine, you stop it, you grab it by the base, you give it a pull, and right like that, your bottle is sealed, the cork seals automatically, and you won't have a problem with oxygen getting into your wine because the wine's been replaced by argon gas. Now let's taste the wine. Okay, this is a, like I said, a 2012 Chateau Montelena Riesling. Now what we're going to look for in this experiment over the next few months is oxidation. Oxidation is what can spoil a lot of wines. It's too much oxygen getting into the bottle. Okay, when you think of oxidation, you think of rust. Okay, when something rusts, it's too much oxygen gets to the metal. Okay, same thing happens with your wine. How you can tell? Well, oxidized wines tend to lose their brightness. Okay, both in color and in flavor. Bright red wines become more brick-colored, and the fresh tastes develop a drier, more bitter characteristic. Okay, with white wines, it's really much more pronounced when wines are oxidized. Okay, they just seem flat. Okay, red wines, because of the tannins in the wines, are not as susceptible to oxidation as whites, but it still happens. Okay. So what we're going to look at, we're going to review these wines over the next few months and see if oxidation occurs. I'm not going to look for changes in the wine that are not based upon oxidation. You know, typical aging of the wine is going to come with the wine, no matter what. It should age normally. Okay. So this first wine, it's the Riesling. It's golden color. Okay, pale gold, and we get a lot of florals, honeysuckles on the wine, on the nose, and a little orange peel I'm getting, and on the palate. Real smoothie, creamy, little citrus. It's full, rounded. It's a very nice wine. But again, I get no oxidation on this wine. It's very clean and very fresh. Okay. Look for any leakage in the wine when I store the wine in my cellar, following the tasting here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a napkin and place it over the end of the bottle and just wrap a little wrap around it, so it's nice and clean, and we'll be able to see if any leakage occurs the next time we do this experiment on this wine. Okay, now the red wine we're going to use is from Gergich Hills Estate. It's a 2009 Merlot. It's their estate-grown Merlot wine. I love this wine. I know how it tastes. Very familiar with it, so any subtle changes I should be able to tell right off the bat. Again, you go right through the cork, okay? Attach it right to the top of the bottle so it sits flush. Okay? You push directly through the cork. Take your wine glass. Give it a little push. One more little push. Okay? Now you have your wine in there, in the glass. And to remove the Coravin, just grab it with two fingers, pull it directly up, and you're done. Okay? You might want to give a little push just to clear out any possible wine that's remaining inside the Coravin. Now let's taste Gergich Hills Merlot. First off, it's a fresh bottle. There's no oxidation, so it's clean. It'll be a good one to run this test on. Love the nose. It's strawberries and some cherries, a little black pepper going on the nose. This is a velvety, smooth wine. A little bit of the pepper. That's so typical with Merlot. Actually makes you want to taste more wine with this, and it's full of tannins. So it's going to be a really good example of this wine to use on this test. Okay? So we've tested these two wines. I'm going to place a napkin on top of the Merlot. And close it up. And I'm going to place it into my cellar. And when we come back in a couple weeks, first thing we'll do, we'll take a look at the napkins to see if there's any wine seepage out of it, and then we'll taste the wines. So for now, this is Sommelier Says. Cheers.